Indoor green walls, also known as vertical gardens, are more than just modern architectural trends. They're a form of biophilic design with measurable impacts on mental wellness, especially in workplace environments. As stress, burnout, and screen fatigue rise in office settings, incorporating living greenery into indoor architecture is emerging as a highly effective way to support cognitive function, emotional balance, and overall productivity. These living installations not only refresh the air, but also refresh the human mind. The science behind the benefits of green walls rests on the growing field of environmental psychology, which examines how natural elements within built environments influence behavior and mental health. Humans are evolutionarily wired to respond positively to nature, a concept known as biophilia. When this connection is absent, as in many sterile, artificial workspaces, stress accumulates more rapidly and mental fatigue sets in faster. Introducing natural features such as vertical gardens reawakens this connection, helping to restore attention and reduce mental exhaustion. Several studies have shown that the presence of plants, especially large-scale greenery like indoor green walls, leads to lower self-reported stress and reduced cortisol levels among office workers. The constant presence of natural textures, colors, and patterns promotes visual rest, which is particularly beneficial for people who spend long hours staring at screens. Instead of glaring at harsh white walls or cold surfaces, the eyes and brain encounter soft, organic forms that subtly shift throughout the day as lighting changes. This visual variation supports the brain's need for complexity without overstimulation. Productivity also improves in offices designed with biophilic principles. In experiments comparing conventional workspaces to those with green walls or extensive planting, employees in nature-integrated spaces demonstrated better performance on tasks requiring focus, memory, and creativity. Reaction times were quicker. Problem-solving was more fluid. These effects are not just psychological, they are neurological. Exposure to greenery has been associated with increased alpha brainwave activity, which is linked to relaxed focus and creative thinking. Even just a few minutes of viewing a vertical garden can act as a mental reset, reducing cognitive load and restoring attention capacity. Emotional resilience, our ability to recover from stress or setbacks, is another area where green walls offer subtle but powerful support. The presence of living plants in shared spaces has been shown to reduce tension and workplace conflict while improving mood and social cohesion. People working in environments with greenery report feeling more optimistic, more energized, and more connected to their team. The greenery softens the emotional climate of the workplace, creating a sense of calm and grounding that buffers against the daily pressures of deadlines, multitasking, and digital overload. From a physiological perspective, green walls help regulate indoor air quality by absorbing pollutants, stabilizing humidity, and releasing oxygen. While the air-purifying effect of plants has sometimes been overstated in popular media, the combined environmental and psychological effects are undeniably beneficial. The subtle scent of soil or foliage, the shifting green hues, and the quiet presence of living organisms provide a sensory richness that artificial materials cannot replicate. Importantly, vertical gardens don't need to be large or elaborate to make a difference. Even modest installations, such as small wall panels of moss, ferns, or trailing vines, can provide measurable benefits. What matters most is visibility and proximity. The closer and more regularly people interact with these natural elements, the more profound the mental health effects. Integrating greenery into break rooms, hallways, or near workstations allows for regular, micro-restorations, brief moments of mental decompression that accumulate over the course of a workday. Green walls also signal something culturally significant. In environments where nature is visibly prioritized, employees often feel that their well-being matters to leadership. This sense of psychological safety contributes to morale, loyalty, and even lower turnover rates. It reflects a workplace culture that values sustainability, mindfulness, and human-centered design. While initial installation costs can be higher than conventional decor, many organizations see a strong return on investment through improved employee satisfaction, reduced sick days, and enhanced performance. As hybrid work becomes the norm and companies reevaluate the role of the physical office, green walls offer a way to make shared spaces more appealing, healthier, and emotionally supportive. In the end, indoor green walls represent a convergence of aesthetics, ecology, and psychology. They bring life into otherwise lifeless spaces, reminding employees, consciously or not, that the human mind functions best when it is grounded, connected, and surrounded by living beauty. In a fast-moving, high-pressure world, a wall of leaves may seem simple, but in its simplicity lies something deeply restorative, a breath of calm, a shift in perspective, and the quiet strength of nature at work.